All right, boys and girls, today is Wednesday, January 6th, and what we're going to talk about today is we're going to read this story called The Fort. And I saw this book at the library, and I was interested in it by the cover, just because by the title of the book called The Fort, because when my boys were little, they used to build forts all the time. They used to build them inside, in the basement. They used to build them outside. And I actually have some really good pictures of the forts that they drew. And then I looked a little closer, because underneath it, there's a tiny sentence. I'm going to pull it a little closer. And it says, "Can a pirate and a prince learn to share?" So then I said, oh, this has to be a great book. So let's check it out. And it says, as the prince strutted towards his castle, he daydreamed about the royal feast he was planning. He imagined music and food and fun with his friends. But when he crossed over the moat to begin decorating, the prince discovered that the castle was not at all like he left it. Oh no, his castle was not at all like he left it. It looks like he's imagining right now. And this looks like his old castle outside. What is this? A useless treasure map? Scribbled on my invitation? The prince paced around the great hall, and then he stepped on an eye patch. Oh no, his castle sounds like it got turned into something. Oh no, a pirate invaded my castle. The prince tidied up and rid the castle of all things pirate. He wasn't about to let a rotten pirate keep hosting. He wasn't about to let a rotten pirate keep him from hosting his royal feast. See, he's getting ready for his royal feast, but there's some pirate skulls and crossbones. The next day, the pirate paraded toward her ship. She daydreamed about the swashbuckling voyage that she was chartering. She imagined overflowing treasure chests and adventures on the high sea. But when she walked up the gangway, ready to ready the ship, the pirate discovered someone else was aboard. Uh-oh, look, she's getting ready to board her ship. I wonder what's going to happen. Arrgh, an invitation to a silly feast written on my treasure map. The pirate clomped around the galley and tripped on a crown. Oh no. Shiver me timbers, a prince has raided my ship. The pirate swabbed the decks and rid of the ship of all royal things. She wasn't about to let a pompous prince keep her from sailing away to find her treasure. The prince returned the next morning only to find that once again his castle was not like he left it. That dreadful pirate had made a mess of everything, he cried. Late afternoon, the pirate discovered that yet again someone had been aboard her ship. That puffed up prince came back, she bellowed. And when the prince arrived at his castle on the day of the royal feast, he yanked the tablecloth off of the flagpole, smoothed it down onto the tabletop. And then he heard a voice outside, a pirate voice, singing a sea chanty. Oh no, it looks like the prince and the pirate are going to collide at their fort. I wonder if they're going to be able to share. Blow me down, the pirate hollered. What are you doing on my ship? Huh, the prince looks like it's his castle. Nonsense! This is my castle, and if you don't stay out, I'm going to put you in the dungeon, declared the prince. He stomped onto the drawbridge to defend his castle. The pirate seized her sword to stop the mutiny. Never! I will not abandon my ship. If you don't leave, I'll make you walk the gangplank. Uh-oh. It looks like in here sometimes when we argue over toys, doesn't it? Oh no, you can't. I'm playing a royal feast for my friends. The prince waved his invitation. No pirates allowed. The pirate grabbed the paper. I'm going on an adventure in search of buried treasure. No royalty allowed. Uh-oh, they are arguing. Who wants to live on this stinky ship anyway? Shouted the prince. I'd rather go to the moon. And then they both eyed the fort. Aye, said the pirate, a voyage to outer space? On a spaceship, he asked. Imagine being the mission commander, guiding their spaceship and orbiting the Earth together. Their ideas look like they became one. Yes, on this spaceship, she agreed, imagining to be the chief scientist, leading the space exploration and making new scientific discoveries. Close the hatch. They look like they're getting along now, don't they? The two astronauts prepared the spaceship for a launch. She inspected their space helmets and he adjusted his oxygen hoses. She tested the robotic arm and he studied the mission instructions. Mission control, ready for departure. They do look a lot happier, don't they? 10, 9. Can you help me count? We're going to count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off as they blast off into outer space. Boys and girls, you know what this book reminded me of? This reminded me of our second step lesson when we were talking about same and different feelings. And it looks like these children both were playing on the same fort, but they both had different ideas about what that fort was like. So, you know, we had a pirate ship, and then the other little boy turned the pirate ship into a prince castle. So even though they were on the same thing, they both had different ideas. And then when they came together, they made their ideas into one exciting adventure together. So boys and girls, this was a great follow-up story. Maybe you'll try to make a fort in your house today. Maybe you can ask Mom and Dad if you could use some pillows and some blankets and turn something into a fort at your house. And if you're not allowed to do that, that's okay. Maybe you could use that crocodile snap and lines and see if you can draw a castle or a pirate ship or something that you would like to create. That would be a great way to end our day today. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you tomorrow.